right, hey there, hi. So I've got a beer I'd been looking for a little while. The Leinenkugel Canoe Paddler Kolsch. Kolsch style beer, like they all seem to be. This guy is actually from Germany, I believe. He's an immigrant, obviously. 5.0, well, 5% alcohol on this. Canoe Paddle Kolsch. Light-bodied beer brewed with a malted rye. Okay, I love rye bread, so I know these get pretty heady when poured into a stang, but wow, that didn't seem to get all that heady for me, pouring rather aggressively into this Second Street Brewery Kolsch glass. So anyway, this is the Leinenkugel. Has this nice Indian lady on there, who I appreciate. I would think if I was of Native American heritage, which I'm not, that I'd probably have a lot of merchandise with these Native American heads on them. I don't know, if they end up going outlawed, then, or canceled, then I guess they would be the target audience to have that kind of stuff. Why not? And I always liked a cigar store Indian. I heard they burned those during the Great Depression for firewood. So, that seems a lot more reasonable than just destroying for the heck of it. Maybe a piñata would be nice. They're probably, that movie Napoleon Dynamite really detracted from the beer here. Napoleon Dynamite, that movie, I believe the kid in there was unfairly profiled for, celebrating with a piñata. I smashed a piñata of Elvis once and didn't feel so great afterwards. So anyway, look at this. I would say it's like a sort of a straw color, like a goldenrod. It's nice. You can see through the top relatively nice. It's very watery. So anyway, this is summertime beer. And Kolsch from Cologne, Germany. The two little dots above the O, I think. Anyway, I don't write in German. But let's go in for the taste on this one. Let me give you a little roundabout of the smell. I had some strawberry jam a minute ago, so kind of still. But I feel that's like, comes with the territory here at this time of year. Some wild strawberries and stuff wouldn't be unheard of. So if you're outdoors, why not? So I'm catching a sweetness from this, but not like a yeast sweetness. Could be the rye malt. Those breads can be sweet. Yeah, I love a rye bread, especially from New York, like a baked loaf sort of rye. It might be the yeast that I'm smelling. The canoe paddling. Anyway, so there's almost like a citrusy, lime, lemony sort of thingama note to it. There's almost a sourness to this beer. It's nice. It's really like a yeasty, citrusy. It's not a banana, but yeah, it's in the fruit categories of, like your softer fruits, like a banana. Maybe it is the yeast, or maybe it's rye. There's definitely a rye bread note to this one. Not like a beefsteak rye, but, your definite sweet baked, fresh baked bread, bakery kind of rye. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is, very nice on the palate. Very refreshing. It's a little different from, if what's the alcohol? I think I said 5.0. So yeah, you get a little bit more of an alcohol than what you'd be picking up from your, you know, your run of the mill, you know, American light adjunct lagers, but you're still getting this light presentation. Yeah, this is a real winner. It's the malt that you really taste at the end, the follow through of the malt. Oh, I'd like to be able to put my finger on that. It's very golden. This is a very good beer. These Leinenkugels, this is the first time I remember seeing them, like their umbrellas and stuff at businesses, but this is the first time I ever actually picked them up, and I got an assortment, and I'm pretty much blown through it. I'd say my favorite, though, and it's not something I would go for all the time. I'm not saying this is bad. This is actually up there with my favorites of the Leinenkugel batch. But the grape one is so delicious. The grape Weiss. Oh, it's so good. It's like a soda. But you taste the beer. It's very malt forward, and I'm getting the rye, I guess it is, from this. So yeah, they work with their malts, this Leinenkugel. They work well. So for a Kolsch, I don't know, I've never had one from Cologne, Germany, so Kolsch style, I'm gonna have to rate this one fairly high. I'm gonna again be using a Leinenkugel as a benchmark. Yeah, the malt is excellent on this. It's so well masked in a well-rounded body of this refreshing summertime beer, but it's not to any kind of extreme like your Hefeweizen or you know, what was I drinking the other night? The Shandy, which is, you know, very weedy and very yeasty. You can just see right through there. It's well, I guess there's a little bit of a, not really, it's just like that goldenrod. It's just so attractive. It's like a go Bruins, like Penguins or Bruins or what have you, all that. And the yeasty smell, I'm not gonna say I don't get that from a Hamm's, but there's a fruit quality to this one that you don't really necessarily get from the Hamm's, that is just like right forward in the body, with the body, which is so light, and but it's not overly light. This is getting more toward, you know, your full I don't know, a Ham's body is what I would compare this to, but without let's see. Yeah, it's the rye that's different. This is an excellent beer. I mean, I'm probably going to chase it with a Hamm's or a Budweiser, or I don't have too many of these, but if I had access to them, I could probably drink a couple, 3 of these and be pretty satisfied. Certainly satisfied. Oh, it's not dehydrating. There's not a major dry quality to it, though, you know, it's a little drier than, I guess, a Hamm's. Not as sweet. Definitely not as sweet. I don't believe these have any kind of, you know, like a corn adjunct to them. Maybe. So yeah, this is a great beer. Leinenkugels. Canoe paddle. Kolsch. I mean, sure. I think it's from the Ohio area, or like, you know, it's an American beer. Comes from the Midwest. Beautiful. It's a great thing. Somebody mentioned that in their area it's hard to get Leinenkugels because people hoard them. So, if you see it, buy it. It might be your opportunity. So, cheers, and, you know, soak up the sun. Next week, 4th of July. So, why not start it off with a happy 4th of July. I hope everyone enjoys all that. Yeah, have a nice barbecue, get some good American beers, and yeah, America. Cheers out there.